When Charles Simonyi endowed the Simonyi Professorship, he drafted a very wise and prescient manifesto, and I want to read a portion of it in the spirit of handing the baton on to future generations. I want you all to be witnesses to what Charles said in 1995 in the hope that it will carry on. Since I am a computer scientist, it seems appropriate that the present description of my intentions to create a chair in public understanding of science at Oxford University should be called a program. Just as a computer program sets the processor on an inexorable future course, shouldn't this program guide the chair's appointing committee for generations to come? Quite evidently, the metaphor is weak. Administrative affairs being as they are, I can only vainly hope that the distinguished committee members will take my comments to heart before deciding on a new appointment. Yet I begrudge by no means the uncertainty and flexibility that is built into the appointment process, so that the university can adapt, evolve, and flourish. This flexibility can be used for experimentation and exploration of new arrangements, but over time, it can also result in an accumulating creep or drift in directions that may not even be noticed. The purpose of this program is then to be a fixed navigation point on the sea of possibilities. It says, this is where we were in 1995. This was the kernel of agreement between me, between the university, and between Professor Richard Dawkins, the first occupant of the chair. Deviate from this point if you must, but do it knowingly. Return to it if you can. The chair is for public understanding of science, so the holder will be expected to make important contributions to the public understanding of some scientific field, rather than study the public's perception of the same. By public, we mean the largest possible audience, provided, however, that people who have the power and ability to propagate or oppose the ideas, especially scholars in other sciences and in humanities, engineers, journalists, politicians, professionals, and artists, are not lost in the process. Here, it is useful to distinguish between the roles of scholars and popularizers. The university chair is intended for accomplished scholars who have made original contributions to their field and who are able to grasp the subject, when necessary, at the highest levels of abstraction. A popularizer, on the other hand, focuses mainly on the size of the audience and frequently gets separated from the world of scholarship. Popularizers often write on immediate concerns or even fads. In some cases, they seduce less educated audiences by offering a patronizingly oversimplified or exaggerated view of the state of the art or the scientific process itself. While the role of popularizer may still be valuable, nevertheless, it is not one supported by this chair. The public's expectation of scholars is high, and it is only fitting that we have a high expectation of the public. Understanding in this instance should be taken a little poetically as well as literally. The goal is for the public to appreciate the order and beauty of the abstract and natural worlds which is there hidden, layer upon layer. To share the excitement and awe that scientists feel when confronting the greatest of riddles. To have empathy for the scientists who are humbled by the grandeur of it all.